Hello and welcome back to Practicality channel. In this video I will talk about Tableau. In our last video we talked about few options and few drop downs, and we also talked about dimensions, measures and other tabs. In this video I will talk about other tabs option in Tableau, right? So if I talk about the dimensions and measure that we have already talked about, but under dimensions there are some related fields. Related I means one field is related to another field, right? Like suppose we have order date is related to order ID, then we have shipment date, then ship mode. So these four are the related fields, right? And if I talk about the geographical location, we have a country, state, city. Then if you want to include region, you can include the region as well. So these are the related field in our dimensions, right? So if I talk about it's their order, I mean it's if I talk about their order, how the things are arranged in a particular order, right? If I let's say if I talk about the order date, basically what happens if I drag over it on a column shelf. So what it is picking, it is picking order date is in year wise, right? If I click on this is plus icon, what it will do, it will expand it and expand it to the quarter level. Again if I click on it, then it will again expand it to the month level. If I click again on it, it will expand it to the day level. Suppose you want to make it a weekday, you also can click on the drop down and you can say week number. So this is basically I am talking about the hierarchical data. And likewise for our geographical, if I drag it over country, then first it will goes to the country level, then it goes to state level, then it goes to the city level. So I want to say that a particular field has some hierarchical order in a particular way, right? So if I give you some let's say if I give you some little more visualization on it, how it works. Let's say suppose if I clear it, if I drag a column on drag country onto the column, what it says, I have only one country, that is United States, right? And if I pick order date on it and leave it here, what it will do, it will drag it will picks the year every year, right? And if I drag over let's say let me pick one measure. Let's say if I pick one measures of profit, if I drag it here, it shows me the trend, right? It shows me the trend year wise. Earlier it was this, now after in 2017 the trend goes up, and 2018 and 19 it was little bit down, right? If I expand on this, so what it says, it gives me the trend of different quarters per year, right? Under 2016 we have 4 quarters, it is given a trend of all 4 quarters year wise. If I again click on it plus icon, it will give me the trend of month wise, right? We have 2016 we have 4 quarters and their respective months. In a similar fashion, if I click on it, what it will do, it will give me the day and day trend, right? If I want to convert this day into a week, you can convert it into a week number. So what it will do, it will give me a week wise trend per quarter, per month and per year, right? But this is not the correct way of visualization. If I talk about the continuity, I means continuous, wherein you get the continuous line, right? Like this way, this is the continuous line, this is a continuous line, but again this is a compiled, I mean I want to say this is an aggregated, right? This is an aggregated data. Let's suppose if I want to apply some filter, let's say I want to apply some filter on segment. If I click it over here, so I give it to color, what it will give, it will segment our dimensions by uh, consumer, corporate and offices. And let's say if I expand it, if I change it to continuous, what will happen? It will show me in a continuous mode, right? This is the continuous mode trend line, you can say, which is available. And if I hover over it, it says 2016. Again, if I hover over it, 2017, 2018 and 2019. Against each year there is a some amount of profit that is being generated, right? And if I, let's say mm, if I, let's say click if I, let's say I want to check what is this line, I want to check what is this segment. So what I can do, I can directly drag segment over the level. So what it will do, it will drag the segment, it will appear the segment level or at the end of the each line, right? And I want to see the profit of each segment that is being generated. You can drag the profit and press on, oh sorry, and then drag on the level. What it will do, it will show appear, it will appear the profit that is being generated by each segment, right? This is the way you can this is the just the simple visualization that I am showing you. And I also want to speak about height of this bar, like height of this trend. See, if I talk about this trend, if I am talking about the height of this trend. See, if I increase the size of it, what would happen? It will increase size of all three trend lines, but the height is same, right? What I want, in case if the sale is in case if the profit is high, then I want to show the trend line to be as a little bit thicker. Suppose here we have a high profit. So what I want this line to be shown as a thick line. Here my profit is down, so I want to show this line as a thin line. Again here thin line, then again it's going little up, then little bit thick, then again a little bit more thick, then thick line. So how I can visualize this? If I drag profit over to size, what it will do? Did you see? What is that? What is it? It increases the height of the trend line that has been generated by this, by dragging the profit measure over to size. What it is doing? Let's pick up this home office. What it is doing? It's simply checking if the profit level is low or high. If you see the trend, first it is not that much high, then it is going little bit high, then it is high. So what it is doing, at the end of the point, if you see this area, the height of the line is much thicker than this line, right? In the similar fashion, if I check this line, this is the much thicker line than this line. Again it is little bit thicker. What is doing? It is constantly thicker, right? So this is the way you can visualize by putting any of the measures. Let's suppose I put the profit, I remove it, and then let's say I put the quantity. If I put the quantity, what it says, as soon as I am increasing my quantity for the consumers, and I am also getting my profit, right? In this case this is the same. If I here what it did, I little bit increased the quantity, but the profit was not that much. Here I have increased the quantity and I have get the lots of profit. So in terms of comparison, you can compare. So at what point the quantities the quantity and the profit ratio is getting much profit, right? Let's suppose if I withdraw this quantity, and let's pull out the sale to the size. If you see this line, this is consumer line. The more we are doing sale, the more we are getting profit. In a similar fashion, here at the peak, this is the peak point. where we are getting more sales and also getting more profit. Here we are here we what happened, 241, here 207,106 is the sale and our profit is 30,995. Here what it did, we performed less sale and also we got the less profit. So this is how you can relate sales and profit between these two measures, right? And let's say if I drag a filter, let's say if I drag filter onto a filter or shelf, and it says I says all, right, all, and apply and okay. Then again I click on this drop down icon, then click on show filter. What it will do, it will appear the filter over here. I will talk about this option. So let's first talk about this filter, edit filter. What it is doing, if I click on this edit filter, it's give me an option how you can filter the data, filter the visualization by this, by using this option. You can use this by a wildcard, you can apply condition, you can apply top. If I apply top, let's say I want to check top 2 sales, right? Top 2 sales by, let's say I want to check top 2 sales, who has performed top 2 sales. So this consumer and the corporate is performing top 2 sales, right? If I again go back to the edit filter, and let's say if I say it bottom filter, bottom 2, who has performed bottom 2. If I click on OK, what it says, it pick up the bottom 2's performer, right? And similar fashion you can use any of the filter, but I'm giving you the brief introduction about all this filter, but in our coming lessons we will talk about these options as well, right? So these basically this is just the brief introduction about the how field top these are work. Again we can apply a parameter and bin size. So this will cover in our next lessons, or you can say upcoming lessons, right? And let's say if I click over it, if you want to remove filter, that filter would be removed. Let's talk about this apply to worksheets. Apply to worksheets, we have 3 options: all using related data source, all using this data source, only this worksheet. All using related data source, it means where my data is joining. Let's say I have a multiple database connected within within this sheet. Let's say I have 2 database, and both database are joined on some particular common column, right? If I want to apply this filter, which filter? This filter. If I want to apply this filter, so what it will do, it will apply the filter across the database, all the data sources. The first data sources, this is first data source, sample Zoobuster, and the data source that is been added, this will also apply filter over this data source, right? So this is the option of all using related data source. And let's say if I talk about all using this data source, it means in this Tableau workbook I can have multiple worksheets, right? I can have, let's say, 10 to 12 worksheets. If I want to apply filter all across this workbook, so what I can do, I can use this option, all using this data source. So whenever I click on corporate segment, what it will do, it will apply the filter on corporate segment across all the worksheets, right? If I talk about this option, only this worksheet, what it will do, it will apply only this worksheet, this particular worksheet. It will apply only this particular worksheet, and it will not apply to any other worksheets, right? And if I give you some options, like you have this single list value. What does it mean? I will talk about this in a while. First let me cover all this. What is single value list? If I click over it, it will change the way it appears, right? If I want to click only a single item per click, what it will do, it will pick only a single item. If I click on consumer, then it will pick only consumer. corporate, then home office, it will pick only this option, right? If I, let's say I change it to a single value drop down, what it will do, there we have a drop down, then again we have to pick a single item. This is how we can pick the single item, right? Let's say we have a single value slider. This is the slider. If I click on it, what it will do, it will pick single value on each click on slider. Let's say if I click on this, it will pick the consumer, then it will pick all, then again click consumer, then again click corporate, then again click home office, right? Multiple value list, you can select the multiple values like this, right? And we have multiple values drop down. What it will say, if I click on this drop down, we can select multiple values like this. So there are many options we can choose as per our requirements. And also let me tell you what is the space saving. If I click on it, it's taking so much of space, right? It's taking that much of a space. What if I click over it and say it says single value list that I have already created, single value drop down, what it will say, it will click on this drop down, you will pick only single value. So what it is doing, it is keeping the space, it will keeping the space problem away, right? It is just covering that much of area and where you can pick any of your desired values. If I click on all, what it will do, it will pick the all options, right? Again let's say format filter. If you want to format this filter area, you simply come here and left, right, whatever you want to do, you can pick this. And the shading, you want in that much of shading, you can do border if you want, and something like this, that you can perform any format, you can perform it. If you want to clear it format, just right click on the font, then go to clear, right click on shading, clear, right click on border, then clear. There you can clear all the filter format, right? Let's say if I talk about this, and if I go to the option of customize, under customize, if I talk about the all values, what it is showing, by default it is checked all values, right? See here, you have three options: consumer, corporate, office, and this is the all value, right? If I click on it, if I where it is gone, customize, if I click on it, all value, what it will do, it will appear the all option from this drop down menu, right? So this is how you can use filters in a customized mode as per your need. And let's say I keep it selected, and we have option this is our filter, customize, show include and exclude values. Show include and exclude, what does it mean, show include and exclude? Let's say I have all values here. Let's say I want to first let me remove the filter that I have applied over here, top none, okay, include and exclude. It says let me give you another visualization. Let me insert a new sheet. Let me drag here. Let's say I pick how you get this pop-up. If you click on the order date, just drag by using right click. If you drag by using right click and drop it over the column shelf, what it will do, it will give you a pop-up. These are the discrete value, these are the continuous. Simply just click on the order, then click OK, right? What it will give you, it will give you the year in a continuous way. Let's say I give profit over here. I got a trend, right? I got a trend, and if I drag city over it, what it will do, it will bring me all the cities that is been appearing. So what I will do, I will remove just the country, and let's say I remove state. Let me talk about let me talk about city only, and drag it. If you want to remove any pill, you directly drag over somewhere, or what you can do, you click on this drop down icon and click on this remove. There is a second way you can remove it, right? So what I'm doing here, I have just shown you the visualization. I am giving you another visualization. Let's say if I drag city over to this, and let's say all, and apply. Let me show it to the filter. Show filter. You get this filter, right? So I was talking about include and exclude, right? If I come here and customize include and exclude, include and exclude comes in handy when let's suppose this is a value of which state, New York. Let me drag it city to the level. Let's say this New York City is much higher than any other cities. So what I can do, if you see the here there is a spike, and it's a sale, profit. So if you want to do analysis after removing this area, after removing this spike area, this spike point, what you can do, right click on it, just click over it and click on to exclude. What it will do, it will remove that point and keep the visualization for the other as a, you can say this is like doing a visualization after removing some sort of point, some at, let's say if a data is at very high level, and if some data point is at very high level, and you want to check the visualization after removing that point, how the visualization will look like. So what is going to affect on the visualization. So this is also a very good option in order to include and exclude your any of the data point. So again, this is comes when you want to remove any outliers means if any data point is very high and any data point is very low. In case if you if you want to pull out the average of all this data point, mathematically it will be correct. But if you as per the you can say analytical point, you can do it by removing the outliers. These are outliers at high point. Just click over it, then exclude, right? So if I go to another option, if I click on customize, where are this, on sheet 1, we were on sheet 1. If I customize, show filter types, it will also show a filter type, viewer button option. These options you can check at your end. And let's say if I what is relevant values and all values in database. Relevant values and all values in database, it is very important. Suppose if you want to filter out the data and we want to show on their relevant values but not the any extra other values, right? Let me give you another visualization on this. Let's say if I want to know, let me give you first little visualization what I'm saying. I have how many cities that I have. Let's say if I click on the rows, so how many cities do I have? Let's say I make it a count. Sorry, this is not the correct data. This is not the correct visualization. There are duplicates, right? That's why it is showing 9,994. So what I can do, I will click on it and go to the measures, then go to the count distinct. If I hover over my mouse on the bar, it says me distinct count is 531, right? Let's say if I region, if I have let's say region, where is my region on filter, and click on all, then apply, then OK, then show filter. If I click on central, what it says, it shows me the 181 cities available under central region, right? Let me drag city to the level field. and on the east field I have 108, and on the south field I have on the south region I have 125 cities, and on the east west I have 169 cities. So in order to view this in order to view this two option on related values and all values in database, this view I will show you how it works, right? Let's say let me create a visualization for you. Let's say I have let's pick the order date first. Right click, drag it over, pick here, it will show in continuous, and then let's say if I pick profit and drag it over here, and let's pick the city, right, on color. I got the city, remove states, then country, and let's pick region on to filter all, okay, and apply show filter. It appears here, right? Let me remove this, I don't need this, hide card, and let me put filter on the let me put city on the filter too, right? I will show you what is the how this relevant and the show relevant field works. See, these are the cities that available in my data as 531 as per this visualization, right? If I click onto it, there are 531 cities, right? These are the 531 cities that is available. If I click any of the central, so what it is showing, the visualization is showing me of the central region, but the city under the filter, it is showing only the 531. As per this, the let's say I picked central region, right? I picked here central region. There are 181 cities under central region. If I pick, in case if I have picked central region here, so I must have 181 cities under it, but not 531 cities. But this is not the correct filter, right? So what I can do, go to here and apply only relevant values. This is the only option where it will pick only the relevant city from the chosen region, right? If I click over it, what it will do, it will pick only the relevant cities. Let's say if I click on it, Control Z, let's say I click on it east, what will happen, it will pick only the east city, right? Let's say if I pick only the south, let's click on south, remove east, so it is picking only the east. So let's say I have clicked here it. Let me give you example of this tab. Apply to worksheet, selected worksheet. There is one option called selected worksheet. What it happens if I apply to worksheet, if I click on it, it will give me the option to apply this filter only a selected worksheet, right? Let's say if I want to apply the filter on the this worksheet, that was sheet 3, which is this worksheet. As soon as I apply filter any of this worksheet, it will appear over there as well. Let's say if I pick east and I come back here, let me apply to worksheet, selected worksheet 4. Let me click on east, 108, it has picked east 108, right? If I let's say pick west, so what it will do, it will also pick west from here, right? This option is what this option is doing is this option is basically it's saying the selected sheet you can apply, or you can use all using this data source. Wherever this data source is being used in any of the worksheet, that will apply over there. Simply you can say all values in database, so it will back to the what it was there earlier. right? I go here and says all values in data source, so it will keep 531 records, 531 cities as per the view. If I click any of the region, it will keep all the 531 cities, right? You see here. So this is the way this tabs that I shown you. These are include and exclude that I've already talked about the outliers that includes in this exclude and include, right? And in this video I want to keep it that much only. So in our next video I will give you some brief introduction about other options as well. As soon as we go ahead in our tutorials, I will keep covering all the options. Then once all the options are covered, then we will come back and do our visualization, right? Please consider subscribing my channel, and till then you stay healthy and stay safe. Bye bye.